Hello. So, welcome to the fifth session of the first unit that is called as the statistical quality control. I am Mohammed Saifullah Sheikh, working as head of the Department of Machine Tool Technology in SJ Government Polytechnic, Bangalore. So, in the last class, we have studied the place, last session, session number 4, we have studied the place of the inspection in the organizations, where I have told you where exactly the position of the inspection department will be placed, and I explained you with an flow diagram. So in that flow diagram, even I have explained you the functions of the some of the inspector. There will be so many inspectors. Manufacturing inspector will be there, inspection inspector will be there, purchasing inspector will be there. Like that, there are so many inspectors. They works under the chief inspector. So I have explained you there the duties of each inspectors in the place of the inspection department in an organization. So now in this class we will learn something about the factors that is controlling the quality of the design, what type of the quality, so the total quality of the design. So it depends upon the certain factors. So there are nearly about you can see there are six factors. So these six factors we need to learn here. So what exactly these six factors says? So the first factor is that the type of customers in the market. So whenever before manufacturing of any product, so it has been said that we are going to go for the survey of the market. So the survey of the market plays a very important role. So the customer in the market survey, when you do the survey, and in that survey, if you talk about the customers, so there the customers plays a very important role in the quality design. So the study of the optimum quality of the design involves the market survey. So it is the study of the some of the factors. So in the market, so when you study the about the customers behaviors in the market. So the one is the consuming habits of the people, that is the customers. First you need to study what is the types of the consumptions that they will make, what is their habits, you need to study. So for example here, the habit in the sense, suppose if a person has gone to a market to purchase the items. So when he goes for the market, so he will buy a product. He will buy a product. You know, uh, he'll think that it is a quality product. First of all, he thinks that the product should be a quality. So then he will think about the price also. So the price also the plays very important role. So here the when you do the market survey, so first the factor that you need to study, what types of the habits the customer will be having. So the study of the habit plays the a very important role. That is the one of the factors that controls the qualities of the design, that comes under the types of the customers in the market. Then when he goes, that is the first one is the consuming habits. How he will utilize the product, what way he is going to utilize the product. So that one we need to study. So the second point is that the point B is that, so first of all he will think about the quality product, and the second thing is he will think about the price. So the price they are willing to pay for the various products and their services, what type of the services they will get. They will think before paying the money. So they will think that what is the service that he can get it. So he will think about that also. So price is is related with the services given by the product. So then the third point is the choice of design of the product which meets the need of the customer. So how it is going to meet the desires of the customer. So these are the 3 points. So that will be the comes under the types of the customers in the market survey. So that is the factor controlling the quality of the design. For example, here there is an example for that. So for all these three factors, these three factors, that is the consuming habits of the people, price that they are going to will to pay for that, and choice of the design of the product. So for these factors, so there is an example here. Say for example, see, if I take, so before telling this one, I'll say that, say the varieties of the vehicles with the different sizes, capacity, performance, and capabilities are found in the market to suit the various applicants. So it means that, so there are, if you want to go or purchase a car, so then there are different types of the companies are available. For example, here I can say one is the Maruti, the second one is the Tata, third one is the Honda. So these are the three companies. If you take these three, there are so many companies. I am giving the examples of only these three companies. So now if I take these three companies, so these three companies vehicle will differ. Okay, the Tata vehicle differs from the Honda vehicle, and the Honda vehicle differs from the Maruti vehicles. So they differs in the size. So size is changes. Capacity is also changes. Performance will also changes. Capability will also changes. So now different companies, these different companies, they will manufacture the different varieties of the vehicles in, and these different varieties of the vehicle will be having different size, capacity, and it is having its own performance. So for example, for example, once again, when you take the different varieties, so I can say that a company, so it is say it is manufacturing the car for the transport of the persons. So I can say that passenger transport. Then I can, they can manufacture, say there is a vehicle, so it may transport the goods also. So sometimes, they manufactures the ambulances. So that is used for the hospitals, and sometimes the vehicles they will manufacture for the defense services. So here there are varieties of the different. There are different types of the companies. They are going to manufacture the varieties of the vehicles, and these varieties of the vehicles will differ in the size, in the capacity, and in the performance of that engines. So the quality of the design is thus depends upon the type of the customers, rich, middle, or poor. Say that's what. Say here the varieties will be obtained and the quality will be different. So there, for example, I can give one example here. A rich person may purchase, the top end model. If you take the any one of the vehicle, so there will be three types of the vehicle you can see. So one is the top end model, other one is the middle, and other one the one is the standard one. So now if I say that, say a Tata, any say any a vehicle that is manufactured by the any company, so the poor person will go for the standard one. The middle person will go for the middle end car, and the rich person he will go for the top end model, because the top end model will have all the facilities. So a rich person will enjoy all those facilities. For example, AC, then airbags, etc., etc. There will be there. So like that, say here the quality of the design, the whatever the quality you manufacture, the quality of the design is depends upon the type of the customer. So as I've told you that the rich person will always think about the top end model where he will enjoy all the facilities that is provided in that top end model. Then the middle end vehicle will be taken by the middle level persons, and the standard vehicle will be taken by the poor persons. So that's what the different types of different varieties of the cars will be designed, and it is depends upon the type of the customer. So that is the example I have told you. Now, the second one, for capital goods, say the decision is usually governed by such consideration as intended life. So environmental condition, reliability, importance of continuity of services, maintainability. So these are the factors. I can say that these are the factors they need to consider while designing a quality product. So that is the for capital goods. So is the second the factor. So the third factor is the profit consideration. So any manufacturer, he let him produce any variety of the vehicles or the goods. Okay, so but he needs to think about some of the profit. He needs some property. He need some profit. So without the profit, he cannot run the show. So it doesn't mean that it is so when he thinks that he needs some the profit, a profit is totally additional amount after manufacture of the product that will be for the company to run the company. But it is not necessary that the company should manufacture 100% quality products. Say if it is a 100% quality product, we need to add some benefit out the profit to that also. But see what will happen, as I have told you, just now I have told you that, say, there are the three types of the cars are available. One is the standard model car. Second one is the medium middle ended car, and the third one is the top ended vehicle. A top ended vehicle will be used by the rich persons, and the middle end will be used by the middle level persons, and the standard one will be used by the poor person. So if you take these three cars, these three cars will be having the quality. But if you take the top end model, if you take the top end model, so the top end model will be having 100%. I can say that a top end model maybe have 100% quality. It's a 100% quality, but the quality in the other ends will not be 100%. So it may be a 90% or 80%. So that's what it has been told that it is not necessary that the company should manufacture 100% quality product. So the market segment of which management desires to cater should be considered. So profit can be maximum by producing the product in the different grades to suit. That's what I have told. So here, if a manufacturing company, if it is manufacturing the three grades car, like standard, middle, and the top end models, so three grades car. These three grades car suits the three grade persons. That is what it suits the different type of the customer. So here the customer may be a rich person, or he may be a middle order person, or he may be the poor person. Naturally, the poor person will go for the standard one, standard car. So the fourth point here is environmental condition. So what's here, it also plays an important role in deciding the quality of the product. What exactly it is? Say for example, a radiator is designed for the use in equatorial region should be increased ambient condition temperatures. A well-designed bus, for example, a bus has been well designed. Say a well-designed bus in the Karnataka, say in India, it has been designed for its use, for the good performance. But abroad, when it has been taken, so it should not fail. So to withstand both the load conditions and the loading patterns in the other countries. So it means that so the environmental condition, the road conditions in the other countries, and the pattern of loading the material in the other countries, it should satisfy. That's what it is called as the environmental conditions of that. So the quality is also depends upon the environmental conditions of the product. It should satisfy even if it is sold in the America also. So the fifth one, special requirements of the product. Generally, greater the requirement for the strength, fatigue, and the resistance, life interchangeability of the manufacturers of the item, closer should be the tolerances to give the better quality goods. So that's why to have a quality product, to have the quality product, the strength of the product should be high. I can say that. So the strength of the product should be high, fatigue, and there should be resistance. So all these things are possible if we have manufactured the product with a great tolerances. If these tolerances are less, so better quality products can be obtained. So that is the fifth, the requirement that is called as the special requirements of the product. Then the sixth and the last requirement of the product is that so higher quality of design means so higher quality. If you think about the higher quality, so naturally the cost of the product will be always high, always high. It will be higher will be the cost. Quite often it is also mean that higher value, so higher cost in the sense the value of the product is higher one. However, the human ingenuity often finds ways to make the design both better and the cheaper. So better and the cheaper, that's what the meaning of better and cheaper, in the sense that the customer will always the customer will always think that it is the product should be a quality product and the rate of the product should be cheaper. So that is about the quality characteristics. I mean, we have studied something about the factors controlling the quality of the design. So now these are the six factors we have to consider. So now we have to study the quality characteristics. What are the characteristics of a product, or I can say that what are the characteristics of a quality product, I can say. So a product is, we have to say that what it is having, what are the characteristics. So I can say that there are many characteristics like physical, chemical, the dimension, temperature, pressure, taste, smell, or any other requirements used to define the nature of the product or the service is the quality characteristics. So these are all the they are called as the quality characteristics. Now if you take these quality characteristics, for example, if I take a metal cylinder, if I take a metal cylinder, so this metal cylinder may be defined by stating the quality of characteristics as. So first, if I take a metal cylinder, I will ask what is the material that has been used to manufacture this cylinder. That's what the type of the metal. So the type of the metal, when you take, it is a physical property. I can say the physical characteristics of the quality product. Then the length, there is nothing but the dimension. What is the length of the cylinder, I can say. Then the diameter, what is the diameter of the cylinder. So the quality characters contributes to fitness for the use for the of the product. So that is the quality, the characteristics. Now these quality characteristics has been classified in the different categories. So there are five categories. All these characteristics are classified into the five categories. One is called as the technological. So technological, when you think, so technologically, the what are the characters? So length is the length of any product is the technological characteristics. Diameter is the technological characteristics. Frequency, it is a technological characteristics. Viscosity of any the product, it is the technological characteristics. So these are the things that will come under the technological characteristics. Then psychologically, what psychologically you can think of. So sensory, that is taste, odor, beauty of the product. So whenever you design the product, the product when it comes in the market, it should look beautifully. So that is what synthetic the characters that it should have. So then the time or orientated. So reliability, how much the customer can reliable on the product. So he can rely the product for 5 years, 6 years, or 10 years. And when he relies on the product, so naturally he will think about the maintainability and its life. So that is the time orientated characteristics. Then the contractual, so guarantee and the safety. So naturally, when you think about the guarantee, some of the products, the company manufacturers, they will give, if the manufacturer is confident of say that he is manufacturing, his product is a total guaranteed, it survive in the market for many years. So then what he will do, he will increase the warranty of his he will increase the warranty of his product. Say he may sell the product in the market saying that the warranty for this product is say 5 years. But if a company he is not having that much confidence about his product, so naturally he will not give 5 years warranty, he will give 2 years or 1 year warranty. So naturally the safety of the equipment is also, it plays a very important role. So that will come under the contractual uh, uh, category. And then the ethically, when you see that, so you should be honest, the manufacturer should be honest, so integrity should be there. So these are the quality characteristics of the product. So it has been explained now here with the help of a chart. So now the qualities, the characteristics, it has been divided into the two classes. One is called as the characteristics that can be easily measurable. If you are able to measure the characteristics, they may comes under directly measurable characters. They are called as the directly measurable characteristics. For example, the weight. So weight can be measured easily. We can measure it in terms of the newtons, or in terms of the in terms of the newton, or in terms of the kg. So then shear strength, we can measure the shear strength of the product. So it will be in terms of the newtons per millimeter square we can measure. Then the specific gravity of the product we can measure, length can be measured, the dimension can be measured. See, all these are the weight, shear strength, specific gravity, length, and the diameter. They are basically the characteristics of a quality product. They are the they are the characteristics of a quality product. But these characteristics can be measured. So that's why I can say that. So these characteristics can be kept. We can keep that one under the heading of directly measurable characteristics. Then the second one is that whose the measurements is not possible. So non-measurable, we cannot measure it at all. For example, rejections due to the cracks, shocks, breakages. So cracks cannot be seen. The breakages in the material cannot be seen. So such things cannot. Even if there is a breakage in the product, even if there is a breakage in the product, we cannot measure it. So naturally, such such as the cracks, break, etc. They will come under the heading that is called as non-measurable characteristics. So the next, see here, the same, the characteristics, any quality characteristics of the product, so can be shown by means of, see here, a graph here. See here, a design. So most important is the design. So this design is, you will the design, so by using the specification. So whatever the specification you will get, with the help of these specification, so your design process will start. So this is the designing process will start. Then after the designing with the help of the specification, so they will go for the process engineering. So to manufacture a product, so it has to go under different processes. For example, I can say that after finishing the product, so in a machine shop, I have finished a product on the lathe, milling machine, drilling machine, all those things. Then I need to go for, you know, the heat treatment processes like that. I have to, the product has to go under the various steps. So that's what it is called as the process engineering. Then the purchase, say whatever the design that you have done with the specification, you have planned it here. So this is called as the planning. So once the planning has been done, so we need to go for the purchase of the raw material. And for the after the purchase of the raw material, we need to go for the inspection of the raw material. Say the to have a quality product, the raw material, the material should be checked from the raw material till it is get finished. Say that's what the instrumentation. Some instruments are required here. Then once the instrument is required to start with the inspection of the raw material, then the raw material will go under the different operations. These are different operations will be designed here in the process engineering. So in the process engineering, what are the different processes to be conducted? So it will be operated here, and once the product is operated, so it will be inspected with the help of the instrumentations. And then once it is inspected, it will go for the sale. And once it goes for the sale, it will be purchased by the customer, and it will be used by the customer. So this is what the things has been explained in this chart. So the next one is the cost of the quality. Cost of quality, or I can say that, say when you think about the higher cost, higher quality, higher quality, so naturally, so there will be the cost will be high. So the cost, it is not only the materials that you have used for the constructions, for the manufacture of the product. There are so many aspects for, there are so many aspects that will be considered for the cost. So one is, I can say that the profit. So we need to add the profit to the cost of the quality. So cost of the quality, I can say that it is the cost of the product. I can say the cost of the product. I can say, or I can also say that it is the cost of the quality. It is the cost of the quality to get a quality product, I can say. See, the cost of carrying out the company's quality functions. So there are nearly about the nine factors we need to consider for that one. So the first one is market research. See here. So in the market, so to come to, if I go to the previous slide, see here. So in this slide, you can see a design. Say to design, you need to go for the survey. Okay, first before the design, you need to go for the survey in the market. So you designed the product with the specification, and before designing it, you need to do the market survey. See here, the market, the amount that has been spent for the market research, for the cost of the, that is what the cost includes, the cost of the quality includes the amount that has been spent in the market research. Then these the product, the second point is that the product research and development cost for creating the product concept which will meet these quality needs. So whatever the amount that has been spent for the research work and the development of the product, the cost will also be added. And the third one is the design cost of translating the product concept. So whatever the product will be there, it has to be translated into the informations. So there should be an informations about in writing. The information should be there, which permits planning for the manufacturer. Further, with that, instructions now it can be manufactured in the machines. So that is the third cost of the quality. The fourth one, the cost of the manufacturing planning. See, that's what in the manufacturing planning you can see here. So market survey will be done. The product has been designed by considering the specification, and the process has been done here. What are the different operations to be performed on the product? It has to be designed here. So that is what you see here. The fourth one, the cost of manufacturing planning in order to meet the requirements specifications. So the cost of this manufacturing planning should be added. Once the product is manufactured, see, we need to, we need to inspect and test it. So once the product is manufactured, so the amount that has been spent for the inspection and testing of the product should also be considered. Then some cost for the defect prevention. Say during the manufactures, we will be manufacturing the product in such a way that so during the manufacturing itself there should not be any defect. So as possible, there should not be any defects. So in order to do that, we need to we may spend some money for that to prevent the defects. Then the cost of the scrap is also available. So the cost of the scrap we need to consider for the quality, that is the cost of the quality. Then the cost of equal assurance and field services, such other factors, we need to consider here for the calculation of the cost of the quality. So these are the nine characteristics I can say, or the factors I can say that should be considered while costing the cost of the quality product. But the American Society for Quality Control, so they thought of the cost only in the four headings. Instead of the nine headings, they have considered it as the cost of prevention, the cost of appraisal, the cost of the internal failure, and the cost of the external failure. They have calculated the quality of the cost of quality. The American Society, they are going to, they will calculate, they will estimate, they will find the cost of quality by means of these four categories: the cost of prevention, the cost of appraisal, the cost of uh, the cost of internal failure, and the cost of the external failure. So here I have completed the fifth session of the unit one, fifth session of the unit one. So next is we will be going to start the sixth session. If I complete the sixth session, so the unit one will be